home tomorrow. Weekend series against the Detroit Tigers. We're kind of in a similar spot as the Reds. Not nearly as bad, but the Tigers aren't exactly killing it either. So tomorrow night, 7:10 here on WMMS is when you will get your next Guardians game against the Detroit Tigers right downtown at Progressive Field. And, of course, you can also listen on the iHeartRadio app. If you do that from out of state, tell me where. I took about 20 minutes this morning and updated everyone's pin on our bureau chief map.
Nice.
That had fallen. You know, people will tell me they're listening, and I'll put them on my list. But putting the pins in the map had fallen to the very bottom of my priority list. So I took about 15 minutes this morning and came in here and made sure that everyone had a pin, that it was entirely up to date. So Paul in Ogden, Utah.
Hey.
Is that near where you were? Is that near Salt Lake City?
20 minutes north.
Did he come see you?
I don't know.
Thanks
Ask
a lot,
him.
Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
Andrew listens in Orlando. Brody is out in Oak Harbor, Washington. And Jason is in Tallahassee, Alabama. Those are just a handful of their newest out-of-state listeners. How was Salt Lake City? Was it as lovely as I told you it was?
Dude, it was incredible.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I mean, everything was closed on Sunday. You pretty much couldn't do anything on Sunday.
It's like The Walking Dead walking around on Sunday.
It's like, you want food? Sorry about your luck. Go cook it. Find a church and have fellowship. But we were saying before I left, Dan had...
You can do that, though. Like, you could probably just knock on somebody's door and they'll be like, oh, yeah, it's closed, but come on in. We're having dinner right now.
We'll make a plate. Yeah.
Jello.
Everybody was very lovely. It was just an all-around great experience. Dan's crowds packed the shows out. 9 shows.
How was that 3:30 show?
3:30.
How was the 3:30 show?
So the room seats, I think they said just over 300, and there was like 200 people there.
What was the club?
Wise Guys in Salt Lake City.
Guys. Yeah, it's not a chain club.
Wise Guy, eh?
Well, it is. They have 3. They actually have one in Ogden.
Okay.
One in downtown Salt Lake City, and one in, it's called like Jordan's Landing.
It's like a regional local chain.
Yes, just around that area in Utah. So we were at the one downtown. Yeah, the 3:30 Saturday was actually a lot of fun. And you got to think too, though, those are the people who want to come see comedy. If they're coming at 3:30 on a Saturday, they are dedicated. I got 3 standing ovations over the course of the weekend, which for a opening act, it's just me and him. So for me to go up and do 25 minutes cold and then get a standing ovation, that's like huge. So
you were middling. They had like a host, and then they had
host. It's just me and him.
Oh, just you and him.
So
that's incredibly impressive.
Yes,
I go up. They are not even
prepped at all.
They haven't heard one word before you go on stage.
Right. Yeah. It was awesome. Crowds were fantastic. Got a ton of followers. Hung out. In the city was really cool. I don't know, man. It was just such a great experience. The owner of...
Good city to be sober in.
Yes. Yeah. They had a lot of like smoothie options and very healthy food there too.
Very
the food was awesome.
And then just a lot of... It's a very outdoor lifestyle there too.
Yeah. It's like in the mountains.
A lot of hiking and stuff like that. Mountain biking. That's actually really big in Arkansas where I was too.
Yeah.
Because I guess one of the Walton people loves mountain biking, so they built these crazy paths all through the city.
I think John Boy is the one who's the most fond of
right.
Schwinn.
This is live audio from Mary Santora's show in Salt Lake City. I'm sorry, that's a rainstorm. On Saturday afternoon. Yeah,
it was a really incredible weekend. The owner of the Wise Guys Comedy Clubs also has a pretty prominent
Keno business?
Bingo hall, both of them. No, he has a video company that he puts out specials and stuff, and he hit me up and he was like, dude, you killed it. I would love to have you do one. And then I've also been in talks with another company about maybe shooting a video special, so I'll probably have one shot by the end of the year with one of the 2 companies, and then that should be out in like spring or summer. So big things came
Will you
from
have
this
to go
weekend.
back out there to do it?
If I choose to go with them, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm in between 2 right now.
Is it a bidding war?
Kind of.
It feels
war. Good. Where I was just like, damn, 2 people want me, huh?
Hey, 2! That's what you need for a war. You need at least 2 people. If it's just one company, it's not a bidding war.
Yes.
It's just them and you talking.
Yes.
But if you have 2, a minimum of 2, 3's better.
I haven't had a 3rd reach
4's
out.
great. But 2 is all you need for a bidding war.
You actually do have 3 because you always have yourself too. You can bet on yourself and do it yourself.
To do it, to put out your own thing.
So, but you're
not going to bid against yourself.
You're not bidding against yourself, but you can use what you bring to the table because you bring a lot to the table.
Right.
So you can say, meet my demands, or I'll just go do this myself,
Yeah.
which you can do.
Guys, I'm selling pictures of my feet. I don't need your money.
Made
all right?
$200 yesterday.
That's right. Uh-huh.
Everything's coming up
been
there.
good. You
Yeah.
know, it's been a rough transition moving in with my boyfriend. I'm trying to get on the same page with him and all that kind of stuff. The cat did puke 3 of 4 days that I was gone, but no pee. So we're headed in the right direction.
3 of 4 days. And how was that? How was that?
Where was the puke at?
On the carpet. That's her favorite thing to do.
Well, it's better to go on the carpet than the couch.
Than the couch,
Yeah.
right? So I took her to the vet
Get rid of the
Tuesday.
carpet. There you go.
And talked with them, and they were basically like, because you can put cats on like Xanax for anxiety, and they're saying that's what that is separation anxiety.
Our dog's on Prozac.
Yeah, and I was like, I think I want to do that because they gave us what my boyfriend calls fairy dust. It's like pheromone diffuser. It doesn't do anything. I was like, clearly it didn't chill her out any because she still threw up when I left. She didn't pee, but that's because she had a UTI, which has now been cleared with antibiotics. So they were like very anti giving her medication. And they're like, yeah, if it's something that she's done her whole life, it might not even be cured with medication. So you can give her like calming treats when you leave and this, that, and the other. And
Can they give you?
But when you're gone, these are all things your boyfriend would have to do.
And I had
He
that
would have
discussion with him.
He would have to administer. He's got to be the cat caretaker.
because I told him, he was like, this has to stop. And obviously he's not happy about it. And he's like, this has to stop. I don't want to deal with it. And I said, what do you think is going to be harder? And we're having a very honest conversation about our relationship. I said, if this is going to continue, which I want it to, you want it to, I was like, it's either we're probably going to have to clean up cat puke, or you're going to have to try to fish the cat out from under the bed or couch and physically feed her a pill every day. I said, which of those 2 options do you think is easier? And he's like, I don't like either of those options. I
Right.
was like, I understand that.
I don't want to put a cat in a chokehold.
Right.
So
and
I can
shove
get
a
it.
pill down its
That's
throat.
right. Can you administer them rectally?
Maybe
Yeah, you should find like a suppository or something. It'd be a lot easier.
it would.
Yeah.
But I was like, those
Because cats are always showing their hole.
Mm-hmm.
So that tail's up, pop it in there, you're good to go.
Yeah.
No puke. You don't get scratched or bit.
You can make it into like a TikTok series where he's like bouncing it like a ping pong ball, trying to get it to go into the pucker.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know if we can teach her to open it like on command.
You don't have to.
help
Just
us out.
cat pucker. Just, put it on the end of like a pool cue or something. Or one of his drumsticks.
Yeah.
Get some peanut butter, affix
it
it to
on
the end
there.
of a drumstick. Yep.
Right in it.
Right in the hole.
Yeah.
Gross.
So, yeah, he was quiet because he didn't like either of his options. And I said, or the third option is I can get an apartment. Those are what we can do.
Now, I don't want to put words or thoughts in anyone's mouths or heads, right?
but
my thought would be, the downside of this is, rather than him associating you being gone with missing you, which I'm sure he does, he associates you being gone with having to deal with the goddamn cat.
Correct.
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
Because, it would be like a pure thing if you're just like, man, it's so much more lively around here when Mary's here. I'm being diplomatic. So much more lively around here when Mary's in the house, right? When you're gone, he's just
Solemn.
because he's waiting for something to happen with that cat.
Yeah.
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 Now, here's what's going to happen. One of these times you're going to come back and he's going to say, honey, I'm so sorry. The cat got out.
I said that already.
Yeah. Except
was
the
like,
cat
if
didn't
she
get out. He
mysteriously-
let the cat out
She's afraid of outside.
of the bag.
If you were to open the door, she would not run for it. She doesn't like it. She's a very cautious, very anxious cat.
And
So-
you've tested this theory.
Yes, I've tried to take
'Cause
her
I
outside.
know too many people who said that, and they go, look, and they open the door, and the animal is gone.
No, she's. We did that. He was working in the garden before I left, and I opened the door and was standing there, and she's right behind me. He's like, "She's gonna get out." I was like, "She's not going anywhere." And she sat and just kind of did that little like look around thing and got all low to the ground. She's not a runner.
She knows what side her bread is buttered.
She knows
Yeah, she
how
knows what's
good
up.
she has it with me. He goes, I can deal with the cat puking on the hardwood or the carpet. I can deal with that. He goes, she throws up on a bed, I'm done. And I was like, he goes, I will leave it. Even if you're gone for 2 weeks, I will leave that puke on the bed. And I was like, you know how much worse that makes it? He goes, it's your bed.
But can't he, but wouldn't the simplest thing to be to confine the cat while you're gone?
But where?
In any room.
Okay, but where is my point?
What about like in a cage? I don't know.
Well, the cats aren't like dogs, so
But you can confine a small animal.
we could confine it into a room, sure. But we have our bedroom, daughter's bedroom, his drum room, and playroom, and then we have a half bath and regular bathroom. We can't
Half bathroom.
You can't put all of her stuff in the half bathroom. The
I don't mean
litter
all of her
box,
stuff.
the food.
Animal. Put it on a leash.
No, leashes don't work for cats.
Why?
Well, at least not my cat.
No, but just to usher the animal around, right? He puts it in the half bath. Again, he's a grown man. He can figure these things out. I'm sure he's probably thought of way more creative things than I'm coming up with to try to deal with this animal.
See if it can cross the street.
Why don't you travel with it?
Because she is a psycho.
But you know she won't run away.
She won't run away, but our vet is half a mile from our house. And even going from house to vet, she screams the whole time. It does not stop. And then we get in there, it's the same thing. If I were to try to take that animal on a plane, there's no shot.
Yeah, and they have cat calming pheromone collars.
She's
It
never
seems to
worn a
calm my
collar.
cat down. All right, well.
I could try. Like I said, there's a lot of different things.
Cat.
She is. She's bougie. She's spoiled.
Yeah, actually, I know nothing about cats other than I dislike them with the white hot fire of 1,000 suns.
I understand.
Nevertheless, I'm trying to be a problem solver.
But to sequester her in a bathroom, we could not put all the things in there that we would need to put in there. So then he would, leave her in the bathroom and then go open it once a day and then track her down to go find her and put her back?
No. On the leash. What would she... I'm just saying, you're not going to be gone for a month. You're gone for weekends, right? So, leash on the cat, just so it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. What does it do? What would it need? Wouldn't need all its things in the bathroom. What would
It
it
would
need?
need litter box, food, and water.
Litter box, food, and water. Litter box in the kitchen, maybe. Food and water in the half bath. So a couple times a day, he gets a cat out, litter box, see what happens, puts it back in the bathroom.
Is that easier?
Then having it vomit all over the house? I think so, yeah. At least he's controlling the environment.
I guess.
Yeah.
But you got to think, when I'm gone, he also has his daughter with him.
He's a garbage man. He's surrounded by refuse at any given time. This has got to be part of why he's so fastidious. I can identify with that part of him, right? How everything's got to be just so. Because professionally, and he works long days,
Yes.
he's surrounded by refuse. He's surrounded by chaos and disorder and literal garbage.
Yes.
He comes home, he wants to switch from refuse to refuge.
Oh.
And so when the cat's there, he sees it as hairy, walking garbage.
Probably.
And wants,
Pukey, hairy, smelly garbage.
that's right, and wants nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
And extending it a step further, he doesn't want to associate you with hairy, pukey garbage.
That's
Because that's no fun. That's not a long-term solution.
I know.
Yeah. But he seems to be taking it pretty well.
He's doing the best that he can.
He's getting better at it.
He is getting better at
The
it.
more practice he gets.
Yes.
Yep.
The less, well, I don't know. When I'm there, I don't know how he's reacting in the moment. But didn't say anything to me all weekend. So I'm like, either she hasn't done anything.
Like in a good way or a bad way?
Well, I was like, either she hasn't done anything or it's been bad and he doesn't want to bring it up. And it was the latter. But it wasn't pee, so that's good.
All right.
Poor trying.
Let me give you $1,000 as a chance for you to go fund yourself. Think of all the cat calming pheromone collars you could purchase with $1,000. Listen closely and good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword BANK at WMMS.com. That's BANK. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
The pride of suburban Cincinnati, one Tara Patrick. Of course, you know what Tara Patrick's professional name is, Poundcake? You know what she goes by in the business of show? Tara Patrick?
No.
Carmen Electra.
Oh.
She's from a little town called, what's the town she's from? It's about 5,000 people. It's like Hudsonville, Ohio or something. It's suburban Cincinnati. She's 50, looks dynamite, and she is now on OnlyFans.
Oh, boy. She's going to rake it in.
And says she finally gets to reclaim her image. I'm not sure who else took it before. She finally gets to reclaim her image and be her own boss. And now Now, I don't know what she's doing on OnlyFans. There's a lot of hotties on OnlyFans, but in the thing it says, no nudes. I don't do anything sexual. And I'm like,
Boring.
Boring.
The
Right.
first post that she has, I love my feet in some furry stilettos. So she's selling feet pics.
So she's competing now with Mary Santora.
I think I got it.
Huh?
I think I got it.
Well, you have, if you pardon, a leg up on her.
I do.
Because you got into this game first, the foot game,
2
before
weeks
her.
ago.
Still, 2 weeks is 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks more experience than she does. She said it was a no-brainer to join OnlyFans. I don't know what she's been doing recently. I don't, So it's a little, I guess, a combination of little sexy pictures. And then, see, I think where the real money is here is the one-on-one stuff, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Somebody
Private
goes,
requests
hey, yeah,
and
give me
tips
this.
And, yeah.
She does look great still, though.
She looks fantastic. And she's been through a lot. She's been, there was a brief period of time where
A lot has been through her, too.
That's what I'm saying. There was a brief period of time where I kind of knew her because I kind of knew Dave Navarro. And so when they were together, I would run into them a few times a year and have brief conversations. And she is as fine in person. A lot of people aren't. You'll meet them in person. You'll go, oh, the makeup person in the camera is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Carmen Electra looks fantastic. So I assume that the one-on-one stuff, yeah, Rodman, Navarro, who else? Prince, back in the day. He's who got her going.
Was she with Tommy Lee, too?
I don't think so.
I thought they had like a fling.
Oh, maybe they did.
I don't remember, though.
I think
So-
Tommy Lee Jones I'm talking about, though.
Carmen Electra and Tommy Lee Jones. Yep. Yeah, she was originally cast as Anton Chigurh in No Country for Old Men. And they saw the dailies and they go, man, I think we need somebody else for this. But she wanted to be close to Tommy Lee Jones. And but it didn't work out. But she said that she had taken lawsuits out over against strip clubs for a long time because they kept using her photos without her permission. She's like, I have to be constantly vigilant and on guard. And a lot of models run into this where they'll open up back in the day, it was you'd open up the back page of the newspaper or something and you'd be a model and they'd be using your face with a phone number on it or for an advertisement for a strip club. And so clubs were getting sued all the time. And Carmen Electra was having to do that. But she turned 50, I don't know when, recently maybe. And so now she's on OnlyFans. So if you are a Carmen Electra fan, and quite frankly, who isn't? She's nice. A lot of people are a pain in the ass.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, she just turned 50 like a month ago. And yeah, she's lovely. But they can only make so many scary movies. And
they haven't been making those for a while, even.
Yeah.
So this will be good for her. She's going to make a lot of money.
Yeah. And to do it at 50, too. There's another actress named Deora Baird. You remember Deora Baird?
Deora Baird.
She's got a big rack. She's lovely. She was the girl. She was in Wedding Crashers for a hot minute. There was that montage where Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn were banging all the girls at the wedding. And she's been in a bunch of movies, and she was married to a woman for a while, and she's married to a guy for a while, the whole thing. She's really branched out into the OnlyFans Insta Live thing, too. She's out there doing some, topless stuff, and, So I don't know what that bodes for her acting career, but there's a lot of money to be made. And you are your own boss.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's so much work
I hit up,
to keep up with that.
Your podcast co-host.
Tommy, yeah.
I hit her up and I was like, hey, what's this all about? And she kind of gave me the rundown on it.
Did she do the feet too?
No, she does more.
Yeah.
Oh, she does?
She does a lot more.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Well, because she posted a really sexy picture on her Instagram and was like, hey, here's my OnlyFans or whatever. And I hit her up and I was like, hey, how does it work? Would I be able to just do feet pics, yada, yada, yada? And when she was saying the amount of time and effort, and I know people are like, oh, it's just taking pictures of your body, but it's like, it is like running a business.
Well,
she does, amount that you have to put
but
into
you also
it.
have to light it properly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
the setups and when you're essentially doing photo shoots.
And you
all day
constantly
long.
have to feed the beast.
Right.
Yeah. So she shows the whole, or what does she do?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She does,
Full on.
full pornography.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That's what she does.
It's her
Okay.
thing. And she's hot. So
Very hot.
good for you. She's all tatted up and
And she's very funny on the podcast, too.
yeah.
Now, does she show the whole on the podcast?
No.
That's
we
for the
can't
paying
do
customers?
That. We can't.
You can't?
Not on YouTube.
Oh.
No, they had that vag wax.
Yeah, well, that's probably for medical purposes. That's
Oh.
educational purposes only, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if we could get away with that.
Clean butthole. Get a laser pointer and just name things anatomically as you show them.
There's another girl on OnlyFans who I think kind of refers to herself as maybe an amateur porn star, but I don't know how you can be an amateur and a star, but nevertheless, whatever. And she was saying that her Instagram account kept getting banned. Mm-hmm. And so she had a friend at Facebook and just started banging him
There you
to
go.
get the ban.
What?
Put a G on the end of ban, and she got everything taken care of.
I've gotten my Instagram taken down like 3 or 4 times. And the first time that I got my Instagram down, or that I got it shut down, one of my friends, he works at Instagram. He's a guy friend. And so I started sleeping with him to have him get my Instagram back. And he did, which was really nice of him.
It was really nice of him to do that. It was really nice of him to have sex with me. A girl named Kitty Lixo on Instagram and OnlyFans. Now, what I don't understand about what she said is that her Instagram was getting banned 3 or 4 times, and she started sleeping with her friend the first time it happened.
Yeah, it sounds like he didn't do anything.
No, he didn't do it. Like,
Until he had to.
He's having sex with you, but it doesn't sound like you keep still getting banned.
They just banned my TikTok over the weekend. I don't know. Someone reported they flagged like 50 of my videos. And they were like, you can't make money for 6 months.
Yeah,
and we took your stuff
my
down.
question was, how can one person have another person's, how can a complaint
Because I have a feeling
deactivate or demonetize someone's account?
I have a feeling it was done from more than one account. That maybe whoever did it has
But
multiple accounts or spam accounts.
But
or burner accounts.
OnlyFans, sorry, TikTok wouldn't. They have moderation panels. They wouldn't go through your videos and go, these are okay.
They did. They went through literally like 50 of them and were like, all of these violate the community guidelines.
What community guidelines?
Don't know. They don't tell you. And I was like,
Man, it's a scam. This whole thing's a scam. I'm telling you.
I appealed it.
They don't
and-
tell you?
Well, here's the
Usually
other thing.
they'll have like a boilerplate list. Even if it's super vague, they'll send you something.
Well, they have a list and they say review the community guidelines. You violated one of these, but there's like 50 things on there.
I see.
So you never really know what it is. So it's either that somebody reported them and flagged them all, or I had a video blow up from 900,000 views to almost 5 million, and they demonetized
That
me.
went to 5 million?
Yeah,
Nice.
they demonetized me right before that.
So
So I'm like,
the-
either that or they didn't want to pay me hundreds of dollars for this video.
This is
that
what I'm
blew up.
saying. They do it so they don't have to pay people out. And people aren't getting rich. I mean, most
It's
people
like a
aren't
couple.
getting...
If 5 million views is like probably $100.
That's
That
what
is
I'm
so
saying.
wild,
Which
man.
is not a lot
That
of
is
money,
so wild.
but it's
And they
still
don't even want
$100.
and
But
they
I
don't
still
want to pay that
it,
out.
yeah.
So I'm like, it's one or the other. Either I was reported by several people and all these videos got flagged.
That's
and then
very
they looked into
unlikely.
It, or
Somebody had it out for you.
They saw my video was about to blow up, or it started to gain a lot of traction, and then they demonetized me on purpose.
But it still requires TikTok to go, this particular video violated our community service.
50 of them.
Community guidelines or whatever.
Yeah. But that stuff's
I think
not
with-
easy to get back.
With all the people, to me, it seems like somebody went in there and flagged a bunch of stuff, and like this was an attack on you.
Yeah.
but you got it back. It just sucks that you can't.
I can't
get
make money until
yeah,
November.
that's ridiculous.
6 months, you're banned from monetization.
Listen, if it makes you feel any better, $100 for 5 million views, you weren't making money anyway.
I mean, but I'm not doing anything. I'm
I
sitting
know.
around making that money.
Passive income.
Passive
Nice,
income.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll figure it out, but I don't have anyone to bang at TikTok.
You got to find somebody. Tell you what,
Cody, bang someone at TikTok for me.
Maybe someone at
Get
TikTok
Brian hired
needs
to
a-
Facebook.
Maybe someone at TikTok needs a cat that pukes
Oh, that's their thing. They love cat vomit.
how do you guys feel about
to take
cat
care of a
vomit?
lot of problems.
Yeah. Let me break here. If you want to text for something, 35192. You can listen and leave messages for us on the iHeartRadio.